Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is April 3rd, 2024, and Xavi Hernandez is officially the new ambassador of the FC Barcelona Foundation. Also, I'm going to tell you about the new La Masia Starlet. And finally, we're also going to discuss Alex Valle's future. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kit bag and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now let's begin with the news because Xavi Hernandez has been officially named the new ambassador of the FC Barcelona Foundation. Now, if you don't know what the FC Barcelona Foundation is, it's the charitable arm of FC Barcelona. It's the foundation responsible of doing, all the charity work that Barcelona does all around the world, not just in the city of Barcelona, not just in Spain. And now Xavi Hernandez has become the ambassador of this foundation. This is something I discussed in a previous video where I told you that Barcelona were considering giving Xavi Hernandez that position. And well, now it is official. It's Xavi's new position at the club. And today that was unveiled in a ceremony that was held at the Ciudad Esportiva, which is the sporting complex where the team trains. There was a small ceremony attended by many members of the foundation, some members of the press, where Xavi Hernandez was officially presented as the new ambassador of the foundation. Now, this is the statement that the FC Barcelona club released in regards to Xavi becoming the new ambassador. Take my logo off so you can see it. But the FC Barcelona statement read, "A footballer born in La Masia at the heart of Barca, which is a school of life, and a culé to the core, Xavi embodies the values of the club like no other. And that is why the foundation, which is the soul of Barca, the essence that contributes to enduring and promoting our most authentic values, respect, humility, teamwork, ambition, and effort, could not have a better ambassador today." Now, I have to say, I do agree 100% with the statement from FC Barcelona. I cannot imagine any better person to hold this position of ambassador of the foundation, which is Xavi Hernandez. Someone who is a culé all the way to the core, someone who came up through La Masia, someone who spent his entire career at Barcelona as a player. And now he's here as a coach. I have to say Xavi's probably more culé than the actual Barcelona flag or even the crest. There's no one more culé than Xavi. And as such, no one understands and upholds Barcelona's values more than him. So I can't imagine any better person to hold this position. So I do have to agree 100% with this statement. And then Xavi Hernandez also had some words in regards to his new position. And this is what the Barcelona coach had to say. He said, "It is an honor and a great satisfaction. We are in a privileged position to help people in need. We have to do it. As Johan Cruyff said, if you have the opportunity to help someone, you should do it. I feel good helping people. We can change the lives of many people. Football is a spectacular tool to change dynamics, and I think we are in the right place, at the right club, and at the right time to change the lives of many people." So really cool words by Xavi Hernandez, obviously honored by this new position and talking about the importance that if you are in a position to help people, you should always do so. And I think this is a great advice to everybody. Everybody in the world should always aim at helping others. Even if you don't have much, even if you have little, if you can help someone in the smallest way, in the smallest detail, that all piles up if we all do our part and we can all together make a world much better place. Now, Jan Laporta also had some words to say about Xavi's new position as ambassador of foundation, and the Barcelona president say, "We are proud that a legend of Barca, a person with Xavi's personality and his ability to help, has agreed to be an ambassador for the foundation. Xavi interprets and explains Barca's values. He understands perfectly the meaning of more than a club and knows the importance of defending the Barca crest on and off the pitch. So Joan Laporta, mirroring kind of the statement that Barcelona, the club, released, which is that there's nobody more culé than Xavi Hernandez, no one that can uphold the values of Barcelona more than Xavi Hernandez. And as such, this is a perfect position for him. And I have to say, I also agree with Joan Laporta's words. But I do want to hear you guys' thoughts, because some people are saying that the reason why Laporta decided to give Xavi this position was to try to convince him to stay past the end of the season as a manager. Other people are saying that Laporta did it kind of like to keep Xavi Hernandez linked to the club. He is a legend of the club. He is leaving at the end of the season. So this is a way of Xavi staying linked with Barcelona, which I do agree. Barcelona legends should always be linked to the club. And Xavi being one of the biggest ones, she should be linked to the club. But what do you think the real reason is? Is it to try to convince Xavi to stay? Is it to keep him linked to the club? Is it both? Let me know down below. Now, speaking of La Masia and people coming up through La Masia, it's now time to talk about the next La Masia Starlet. Oh, I actually got my news confused. Let's talk first about Lewandowski, because the CTA have confirmed his one-match suspension, which means that our Polish striker will be available for the clash against Real Madrid. Now, Lewandowski had 4 yellow cards entering into that last match that Barcelona played against Las Palmas. When he was substituted, he took extra long to get off the field. They're saying he did it on purpose so he can receive his 5th yellow card. That way he can serve a one-match suspension in our next match, which is against Cadiz, making him available for El Clásico against Real Madrid. This, of course, caused a lot of drama in Madrid. All the Madrid-based media crying and saying Lewandowski should be suspended for 2 matches because how dare he do that? Like, they've never done that. Every single player in the world has done that. When they have 4 yellow cards, the next match is an easy one followed by a difficult one. They usually get suspended on purpose. They get themselves getting themselves a 5th yellow on purpose. So they were crying in Madrid, but the CTA, following the rules, they've affirmed a one-match suspension. So Lewandowski will be suspended in our next match against Cadiz, but he will be available for El Clásico. So I'm sorry, Madrid fans. I guess you're going to have to spend more time crying about Lewandowski being available for that match, which is really interesting because Madrid fans are always talking about, oh, Madrid, the greatest club ever, and they're so much better than us, blah, blah, blah. Then what do you care if Lewandowski starts or not? If you're so much better, if your stars are so much better, if you have, Vinny and all these guys, why do you care if Lewandowski starts or not? If you're so much better, you should be fine either way. But anyways, talking about stars, now we get to talk about the next La Masia Starlet, which is Guille Fernandez. Now remember this name because all the coaches at La Masia say he's going to be the next big thing to come out of the academy. A lot of these coaches think that he's going to have kind of this huge explosion, kind of like Lamine Yamal did, where he was just, some random kid in the Juvenil A. Next thing you know, he's one of the best players in the world or on his way to become one of the best players in the world. And they think that the same thing is going to happen with Guille Fernandez. Now, Guille Fernandez is 15 years old only. He plays as a center midfielder, and he just became the youngest player to debut with Barca Athletic at 15 years old, 9 months and 13 days, breaking the record that was previously held by Lamine Yamal, who was the youngest player or the former youngest player to start with Barca Athletic at 15 years old and 297 days. Now, Barcelona have reportedly put a specific plan, one that resembles Lamine Yamal's plan for Guille Fernandez, because again, they think he's going to have this huge explosion, kind of like Lamine did. So they're following the same plan with him, where they want to keep him at Barca Athletic so he can continue growing, developing, and then maybe he can make a jump to the first team. If he does make the jump to the first team, he can even break Lamine Yamal's current record, which is the youngest player to start for Barcelona, period. Now, we're going to have to wait and see when Guille Fernandez gets his start, whether it's going to be next season, maybe this season. I think since Xavi's still in the race for La Liga, he might not want to, risk it and start a 15-year-old. However, if Real Madrid keep, that gap between us and Barcelona, and then eventually we realize, okay, this La Liga is not going to be won, who knows? Maybe then Xavi will be like, okay, let's put him in. We got nothing to lose. Or maybe he just impresses, period, and Xavi puts him in regardless of how La Liga title race is going. But I do have to say, I am very excited to see Guille Fernandez play with the first team. Now, the last bit of news is also about someone from La Masia. It's Alex Valle. A lot of people have been asking me about him, saying, hey, what happened with Alex Valle? Well, good thing you asked, because today we did get a little update from the club, or from sources close to the club, and it seems that Alex Valle is still on his way to become Alejandro Balde's substitute. We know that Barcelona have a financial fair play problem in the summer. They're not going to be able to make big signings, and Balde needs a substitute because Marcos Jordi Alba left last season. Marcos Alonso's leaving this summer. That means we're only going to have one left back, which is Alejandro Balde. He needs a substitute, and it looks like Alex Valle is set to become Balde's substitute. Of course, Valle right now is on loan in second division. He's doing really well in second division. He's grown and developed a lot since he went off on loan. Barcelona are expecting him to come back in the summer. He is for sure going to participate in the preseason, and his performance in the preseason is going to determine what's going to happen with him. But most likely, we're expecting him to be Balde's substitute because, again, Barcelona are in no position to sign another left back. And with Valle doing well in the second division, most likely he will become. But again, it's all going to depend on the preseason. We'll see how that goes. I have to say, I am excited for the preseason because I am excited to see how many of these players will be doing in anticipation of next season. But anyways, that is all the news for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Also, drop a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.